Just sort of the idea that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So we'll see how I do. Good afternoon, I'm Mark. Welcome back to the farm. Time to drill some holes and put in some gate posts. Try and get this right. Previously, I marked everything out with lines and posts. All right, earlier I went out and I spray painted a dot where those lines cross. So now I got to take those lines off, drill holes where that dot is, set the depth at 3 feet for those holes, and then clean them out and then start getting the posts in there and figuring out what's going to make it all level. I'm getting ready to put the posts in, and one of the issues with that is the instructions basically say dig a hole 3 feet deep, put the post in, pour in the concrete. Except for there's, they tell you to have the level and all this kind of stuff. They do nothing to take into account the difference in the ground elevation, even across an 18-foot span between posts, or even more importantly, the 9 feet of swing. What happens as it goes? If there's a little rise in the land, you run the risk of dragging the gates and whatever. So I've been doing some measuring, and I did some measuring for the points at which the post would go in and the points at which the gates would reach their full 90-degree deflection from a closed position. So the plans call for there to be a 4-inch gap at the bottom of the fence, or the gate rather, and the ground. That'll work out fine. It'll get close as the gates open, but it won't actually stop the gates from opening. But as I go to set the posts, I need to make sure that they're vertically level, and they don't really tell you what to do about that. So I'm going to build a little wooden collar to go around the post, and then I will move it in order to get into a vertical position, put a couple of posts in the ground, and then have boards coming out so I can lock it in position. You'll see what I'm talking about there. It's ugly, but I think it's going to do the job. All right, got the tamper going. I got some stone down at the bottom of the hole. Got it on both sides. Got them tamped down, and they're at the right depth. Slight elevation differences here, and so I'm making up with that with the depth of the hole. And now I'm going to rerun my strings to find the intersection of the cross pieces where the corner of the post will go, and then I'll set the depth on those and make sure that they look good, and I'll get them lined up vertically and make sure they're vertically level. And then I guess I'll mix some concrete.
Ba-ba-da.
one point of reference, which is the laser on this board. It's not perfect. I did this one wrong. This one's too high out. It's got to go down. All right. Make concrete. I've never done this before. I watched a couple videos on YouTube. Obviously you can learn a lot. I'm gonna do 2 bags at a time into the wheelbarrow. Each bag is supposed to do, it says 3.5 quarts. I'll do 3 quarts per bag, and that way you can add water, because once you got it in there, it's tough to take it out. And then the guy did it with all the concrete up front, poured the water in the back, and then pulled it in with a hose slowly, mixed it up. Just sort of the idea that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So we'll see how I do. Just take your time, pull it a little bit at a time, give it a mix. Definitely peanut butter. And if I whack it, it kind of wiggles just a little bit. I think we can call that good. See if I can't get that poured down the hole. Or shovel down, for that matter. I gotta clean up the post a little bit, but there's where the green dot is relative to the hole on this side. And then when I spin it, there's where the green dot is relative to the hole on this side. So that's within, you know, a 1/16 or an 1/8. And for level on this side, that looks pretty good. Switch it around like that, change aspect, and it's pretty good. It slipped out a little bit, but not so much that I'm gonna scream about it. Other side. Other side. Yeah, same deal, slipped a little. But I can live with it. Wow, well, a lot of heart palpitations going on through that whole thing. But I think it looks good. I think everything's as straight as I'm gonna get it. I think it's as matched up height-wise for where the bottoms of the gates will be on both sides as I can get it. Tell you what, investing in that laser level, that was money well spent. I almost didn't do it. I'm like, oh, just, you know, Nope. That was 160 bucks, 169 bucks maybe. One of those, and worth every penny, because I measured, I did some things, I thought I had it all figured out, got in, did the, got everything set up at where I thought it needed to be, put the laser on it, and I'd inverted some numbers in my head. I probably would have been close if I'd done the math right the first time, but boy, what a cross check that laser level was. It helped me figure out that I horked something up there pretty good. So now I'm just gonna clean up the area, wipe off the bottom of the posts and areas that are, you know, kind of looking sketchy, and then just pick everything up, put it away, and I'm gonna call it a day. And for some reason, the sheriff looks like he's coming through, so let's find out. Well, the sun's going down on another day. I had to make a feed run this morning, so that was 4 or 5 hours out of the day. And we had some other running around to do, and then unloading the feed in the shed, getting all that set. And then I took some time to take away my supports on the gate posts. And they didn't shift very much. One shifted a little bit. The bubble's still pretty much in the middle, but not as in the middle as it was initially. But that's okay. It's past time to do anything about it. And of course, last night, right after we got everything done, it started to rain. So I had to run back out and put some plastic around the bottom. But the supports are down. So these are just them in the concrete now. And it's going to take about 4 days for that concrete to harden up. But the bag, that's what it said, 4 days in one place, but another place the bag said it would take 28 days for it to fully cure. So I don't know when it's okay to hang the gates on the posts. So I think I'm just going to give it at least a week. And then, I don't know, ask somebody. They're going to be like, dude, you could have done it in 3 days. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're just going to let this sit for a while. And that's going to be it. So I'm wrapping up. Got the cows put back in their corral for the night. Going to try and get them moved out here. Hopefully tomorrow. I want to try and do it today. Just got overcome by events. And going to go close up all the girls and take care of the broilers for the night. And then I got to work on getting the last of this fencing to close this area off in the front. We got a line on some dogs, so we're going to try and set up some meetings to go meet the people, meet the dogs, and see what's going on with that. That being said, I think that's going to do it from here. Talk to you guys later.